Hey, so my name's Astro. Well, Astrolay, but people call me Astro. And I started back in the olden days of 2020. And I quit for a long, long time. So I am really rusty on the characters. And over the past few months of streaming, I have gotten a lot better with character building. So comes this video. A mediocre player of Genshin shall rate my astronomer's characters. So these are probably not that great of ratings, so here's a bit of a warning here. I swear there is no shade to any of these people, and if it seems a bit unfair, that's just because I'm kind of dumb. So please don't think there's any shade, because I don't have any shade. I love all the astronomers. But without further ado, let's get into the ratings. So, Chaska, from what I know, is a DPS, and I'm pretty sure she's crit. Here, let me take a look actually. Alright. So from what I see, she's attack, crit, and EM. So there's not much EM, but EM isn't too important from what I know. Attack is pretty good. Crit is beautiful. I actually love this crit ratio. Her weapon is the Skyward Harp, which I don't know if it's actually that great on her. I don't think it's that great on her. But it's not that bad. It has crit rate. And it's a good weapon. It's a solid choice. So I will give you that. This is the Obsidian Codex, which is good on her. So let's take a look at these artifacts. This one's not fully leveled. That's valid. It's not that great of an artifact, but it's not bad to have on her. This should probably be replaced by something else. Um, this is pretty. This is a good artifact. I really like this artifact for her, so A plus there. And this is just beautiful. I'd have no complaints about that. This one should be leveled more, I think. Unless it all went into that HP right there. If it went into that HP, then never touch this artifact again. But this looks pretty good. It's solid. And this one's also solid. I like this one. Good crit ratios. Yeah, that one's good. There are no constellations, and these are pretty good. Is her skill is important, but what about her normal attack? I thought her normal attack would have 100% been like more important. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the most important, so they should get this one up. But this Chaska, from what I saw, is like a 7 out of 10. I don't hate it, don't love it, but it's not bad. It's a solid choice. I just don't really like Chaska. Farina de Fontaine. So this one I know like the back of my hand. I don't know why there's so much attack and so much defense, but let's see. Good crit ratio. Alright, not bad. It should have a bit more crit rate, but I won't judge. A lot of HP. That's very important for her. How about ER? 160. Okay, that's pretty solid. Okay, this is pretty solid. Alright, that's one of her best weapons, so that's an A+. Let's see here. I think that's actually her best FTP weapon. Not one of the best, but it's okay. Let's see these. HP. Ooh. Ooh, this one's great. That's a good artifact. Other than the defense, I just realized the 13.1% defense is a little sad, but that's okay. Uh, crit rate. Ooh, this is good. And the HP percent? Nice. That's a great artifact for her. Ooh, this one's also really good. A lot of crit damage. A lot of crit damage. Ooh, crit damage is the main stat. HP. This is a great artifact. This one's awesome. This would look good on Nuvelet as well, I think. And HP percent, crit damage. Ooh, okay, wait, this one's good. I don't know if I like the defense and the attack, but this is a really good artifact. No constellations. And the talents are really good. Okay, this one's better. I like this Farina a lot, so I'm going to give it an 8.75. I know it's very specific, but it's not really a 10, and it's not really not a 10. So I think this is a very good Farina. This is a solid Farina right here. The next on the agenda, Sit Lolly. I already don't like this one because the EM is really low. There's, for some reason, not a bad crit ratio. There's a low EM though. That her EM should be at least at like 150, or sorry, 1,500. Let's see the weapon. Sacrificial fragments. I actually have no idea if this one's great on. I don't think this one's that good on her, is it? No, 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 wait. I think it might be. Hold on, let me take a look. Alright, so I stand not corrected. This one isn't the greatest on her. So a good one would probably be. Actually, I think the Favonius Codex would even be better than this. Alright, let's see the. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is already pretty bad. I don't know if she's built. This one might not be built. Oh, that's a no. Please get rid of that. Any 4-star, I'm gonna just say get rid of it. Anyway, this set is pretty good though. Her shield. This is a good set. I have mine on this set. Cryo damage. Okay, that's really good. That's a good artifact. Okay, that's great. EM. You just need EM. Honestly, I'm not even going to focus on the substats. As long as the main stat is EM, you should be okay. She is mainly EM. She's got... this one has a lot of EM on it. And ER. EM. All of these have EM on them. So I think the main issue is this artifact should be a 5-star. You should have a 5-star artifact instead. That's EM. And then I feel like the goblet should also be EM. I feel like they should all be main stat EM. I don't know if the goblet can be EM. Again, I'm technically a veteran, but I also am not great at rating characters. So, okay. No constellations, which is fine. Remember, this constellations have nothing to do with it. I just like to see. So these should probably be hired a bit more. But they're not bad. This is actually pretty good. Yeah, I don't hate on this. I do not hate. Alright, we're on to the next person, and we are first on with very strong with Nuvalet. So, I love Nuvalet. I know Nuvalet like the back of my hand as well. So, let's see how this looks. A lot of HP, that's very good. It should be around, like, I think above 35,000 is okay. It should, in theory, be at 40,000, but you know what? I'm not gonna hate. The attack is pretty high. I don't think that's great on him, but it's pretty good. It's not the worst. A lot of crit. This is a good crit ratio. I don't hate this. This is a great crit ratio, actually. It's probably better than mine. And the ER is pretty high, too. Okay. Alright. Okay, this is his best F2P option, I believe. Very good choice for him. I like that. No, wait, no, I think it's his second best. So the thing that could make this better is probably using the Ember, or the Amber, not the Ember, the Amber. I forget what it's called. That one weapon he has, it's craftable. Very good. But you know what? I'm not gonna hate because it's not bad. So artifact-wise, his best set, nice. All right, let's see this. HP as a Sands. Wow, that is a good crit ratio. Okay, that's a nice artifact. This one's not great. This one could probably be changed for something better, but it's not bad since it has HP and crit. This one's rough. This one's really rough. Please replace this artifact as fast as you can. And defense, I think, should be higher. I mean, lower. Sorry. No, 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 no. Wait, no. I meant high, lower. There should be no defense. Just get rid of this. Just destroy this artifact, please. That's all I'm saying. Crit rate. This is fire. Never destroy this artifact. It's beautiful and I love it. And this one is also beautiful and I love this as well. Yeah. Alright. One con. Nice. C1's really good for him. Nice. Again, though, I'm not going based off of constellations. I just like to see. So, this is great. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. Overall, your Nuvalet's really good. I like it a lot. So I'm going to give you a... I'm very rough with Nuvalet since I know some really good Nuvalets I've seen. So this one is going to be like a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe just a 7 out of 10 because I don't like some of these artifacts. The weapon could be a bit better, but overall it's a good Nuvalet, so I'm not going to hate. I've seen a lot of Farinas in my time. I've actually built some good Farinas in my time, so let's take a look here. Um, 15. Oh, wow, that is a lot of HP. I feel like, oh my gosh, this crit ratio is gorgeous. This is a crit Farina right here. Wait, okay, she's got decent HP. That is gorgeous. Okay, this is beautiful. I already love this. All right, you got her weapon that you pull for. I forgot the word. Her R1. This is her R1. You got her R1. Great. Okay, let's see this set. I'm excited. A lot of HP. Okay, this is kind of I don't like this artifact, but you should change this for something else, but this is fine because of the HP. ER. Ooh, okay. Okay, crit damage. Okay, wait, that's not bad. That's a decent artifact. This one is also really good. The 9.3. I feel like you need a bit more HP, though. That's the one thing. I think she needs a bit more HP than that. But the crit. Is this a crit Farina? I don't know how these characters are meant to be built, so I could just be completely wrong right now. But this is really good. Okay, this one's fire. Let's see this one. Jeez, this artifact is beautiful. Again, I think a little bit more HP if you're not building a crit Farina. No constellations, and these should be leveled a bit more, so I'm gonna dock a bit of points for that. I feel like they should be at least for a Farina this well built. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I feel like they should be at least one bit higher. But geez, this is a really good Farina. I'm gonna have to give you like a 9 out of 10 for this Farina because that is insane crit ratio for a Farina. I'm pretty sure your Nuvolet's not even that high. Yeah, no, this crit ratio is insane. And now we've got the final for this person, Arlecchino. I love Arlecchino. This one's one of my favorites, so we're gonna see. Attack 2000, nice. Oh my goodness, this crit ratio is insane. Oh my gosh, this crit ratio is crazy. Okay, let's see this. Deathmatch, she doesn't even have her weapon. This person doesn't even have her weapon, and this crit ratio is insane. Okay, that's awesome. Alright, let's see this. Gladiator? The set you've picked is Gladiator. Okay. That's interesting. Wait, how? Wait, I don't know if I should dock points for that. Let's see this. Let's just see the set. Okay, decent. That's a decent artifact. Jeez, that is a good artifact. This leveled beautifully. The circlet. Ooh, okay. That's a good circlet. Alright. And wow, that is an artifact. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is just, there's nothing wrong with this artifact. Literally nothing has gone wrong with that. And this one's okay. The crit damage is pretty crazy though, so I'm gonna have to give you something for that. Okay, wow. I don't know how to feel about the set not being hers, but it's something. Ooh, okay. I like this. This is good. I don't know about her normal. I think her normal attack is actually the best. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm not great at this, so I'm going based off of my brain and what my phone says. So, okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna have to give her like I don't know about the set. The set kind of ticks me off a little bit, or not ticks me off. It kind of takes me off track a little bit. So I'm gonna have to give it a 7. It's only docked down because the set isn't her set, and I feel like these could be a bit higher. Other than that, though, this is really impressive with just a death match. So wow, I can't even speak. So this is like an if the set was her set, I would have been like a 10 out of 10, but this seems more of like 7 out of 10 area. So let's get on to the next one. Alrighty. So we got another Nuvolette, and when I said I've seen Nuvolettes, this is the one I was talking about. So this astronomer has such a awesome Nuvolette, and it couldn't not be in this video. So let's take a look again at this beautiful creation. Oh my gosh, the crit ratio! It's so beautiful! And the AR, oh my gosh, this Nuvolette is insane. And the 39,000 HP. Oh my gosh. The R1, of course. And let's take a look at this set. Okay. I haven't looked at this Nuvolette in a while. Oh my gosh. I already love this flower. Gorgeous. The HP, this leveled gorgeously. I am mad that your game gave you this much luck because this is crazy. This is beautiful. This circlet, I have no complaints other than the 7.3% defense. Bit rough, but beautiful other than that. Hydro damage. This is like a really good off piece, but I still claim that my Nuvelet has the best off piece in the world. I'm gonna claim that for the rest of my eternity. But this is a really good off piece. Let's see the. Oh my gosh, this artifact is beautiful. I love that there's no bad substats. Like this is great. So that's awesome. This this uh this is beautiful. I have zero complaints about. This is beautiful. This set is gorgeous. And constellation wise, you have three, which again doesn't go into it. I keep saying that. I just need to remind you all that doesn't go into the rating because it doesn't really count. The triple crown, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I've seen some fire novelettes, and this is one of them. So this is like a 9 out of 10. Reason not 10 out of 10 because here's your life lesson of the day. It can always be better. It can always be better. Nothing's perfect. So let's get on and switch to Ryosley. So Ryosley, I'm not the greatest build. I'm pretty sure he's mainly attack buff and crit. He's crit and attack from what I know. So there's a lot of crit. This is beautiful. I love that. That is fantastic, actually. And the attack is also great. So let's take a look at the weapon. So, ooh, got the R1. Okay, nice. The artifacts. Okay, let's see. This is his best set, I believe. I think. Oh my gosh, this is an artifact that is worth applauding. Look at that crit damage and crit rate. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Crit damn. Oh my goodness, what is this artifact? Dude, this domain is my op because I never get good artifacts, so that's gorgeous. Let's see the goblet. Ooh, okay. This is a pretty good goblet. Oh my goodness. These artifacts are like perfect. These artifacts. Oh my goodness. This one isn't as great. Actually, yes, it is. I gaslit myself into believing. But, oh my, jeez, man. Can I have these artifacts? I'm gonna steal these artifacts. I think I looked at this one already. Con-wise, you got two, which is really good. That's awesome. And triple crowned. I'm just gonna drop the mic on this one. Drop the mic. This is like a solid 9 out of 10 as well. This is a really good Ryosley. I've never really looked at Ryosley, so this shocks me. This is a really good Ryosley. Mine has nothing to compare. No, I can't compare to this Ryosley. Anyway, the final one for this astronomer is Shalonen. So we're gonna switch it up because we've been in Fontaine characters for a while. We keep going to the Fontaine characters, so we're gonna look at Shalonen. Shalonen is defense. I think ER. Defense and ER is kind of her thing. So let's take a look at this. And HP. Is it HP too? Maybe. I think it might be a bit of HP. Not too. No. I think it's just mainly defense. And yeah, mainly defense and ER. There's not much ER, but there's a lot of defense on this. A lot. This is just a packed defense. And this is her best F2P option, so good. Good on that. Let's see these. This is her best set, from what I'm aware of. Oh my goodness, all that defense. That is gorgeous. Maybe it is HP. I have no idea. I think it's defense and ER. Again, I could be wrong. You're all probably going to start yelling at me in the comments, but I think it's ER and defense. So this is beautiful. Defense is gorgeous. HP again. Is it HP? I don't know. Defense, HP, ER. Nice. Alright. Defense, HP, ER. This is just all defense, isn't it? Yes, all the defense and some crit. Dang. It's a good artifact. This is definitely like the saddest thing though. If you ever like are grinding for Mavwika and just see this, I'd cry. But you know what? It's beautiful because of all that ER and defense. And yeah, okay. C2. Dang, okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, this is good. So, I'm going based off of, again, what I think is right. It's probably not. You can yell at me if I'm saying anything incorrect about these character builds. Feel free to just comment like, Astro, you're really not wise when it comes to this, but that's fine. This is a really good Shalonen. I'm gonna give you like a 7. A 7 out of 10, I think, because this is a really good Shalonen. I really like the Shalonen. Yeah! Alright, let's get on to the next one. Alright. So here we are with the next one. We are looking at Ayato, and this one, I will fully say I have no idea how he's built. I googled the last one, I had zero clue how they're built, but I'm not going to Google this one for funny purposes. So I see a lot of attack, which is maybe good. A lot. Wow, that is a good crit ratio. Jeez, that crit ratio is beautiful. A lot of not much ER. So I'm gonna assume. Don't assume, but I'm gonna assume that his best is is attack and crit because there's a lot of that on here. So let's just take a look. The black sword. Ooh, okay. This is a. What weapon is this? I have no idea whose weapon this is. I don't know if this is his, but I'm gonna presume it's really good. Uh, it has a lot of crit rate. Let me read what it says. So there's a lot of crit rate, and it seems it increases normal and charged attacks, which I'm pretty sure Ayato's good with. So I'm gonna give you an A for this one. So let's see his artifact set. This one I have no idea what his artifacts are. So we're gonna hope that these are correct. So 20% crit damage, crit rate 9%, 9.9% attack. Alright, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is a real actually this is really good. I'm sorry. I said pretty good. This is gorgeous. I'm just jealous. OMG, what is this? All that crit rate. That is beautiful. Okay. Hydro damage. Oh. All that crit. I love the crit. Crit is gorgeous. Look at that. 20% crit damage. 8% crit rate. Attack. So, yeah, I think the attack assumption was correct. And what the hell is this? This is just should not be allowed. What the hell kind of crit ratio is that? On an artifact? And triple crown? Okay. So, from what I'm seeing, I'm going to have to give you like a 9, because that is a good crit ratio. Look at that crit ratio. So this gets a 9 from me. So, by the way, a 9 is basically like, knocked my socks off level. So, that's going to get a 9. So, without further ado, let's switch to Ryosli. A lot of attack. Okay. Okay. Holy crit ratios. Okay, R1. Beautiful. Nice. Fantastic. Let's see the artifacts. Alright. Crit. Oh, this artifact. I love this artifact. I'm stealing it. This is beautiful. Okay, let's see. Cryo damage. Oh my goodness, this artifact! These crit ratios on artifacts are better than crit ratios on some of my DPS. Because what is this? This one doesn't blow my socks off, but it's really good for Ryosli. This one is insane. 25.6%? Did this even level into defense or HP? Like, what happened? This one is beautiful. I love this one. No! Yeah, I like this one. This one's good. Okay, that one's good. Let's see. You have C1. Nice. And triple crowned. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have to give this I think a 7. No, an 8. This is an 8. Okay, this deserves an 8. This is beautiful. You're going to get an 8 for this Ryosli. He is beautiful, and I love him. Also, if these ratings don't add up and they seem wrong, that's because I'm an idiot. So, time to look at the Nouvelettes. Another Nouvelet. The HP is really low and it makes me sad. And there's a lot of attack, which also makes me sad. There's no ER. Ah! Oh, wait, no, his attack's just hot. No, yeah, okay, wait. This crit rate is really, really sad. And this crit damage. Please get that crit rate up. This crit damage is great, though. I'm not even going to complain about that. It's just the crit rate, please. Fix it. Crit damage. Alright, that's his best weapon, so good. And let's see these. Hydro damage, 21. Alright, again, the attack's really weird on this, but this is a good artifact. The HP, okay, good. At least we have a main stat HP. Crit rate, crit damage, good. Good, good, good. That's a good artifact. This is a great artifact. Again, though, the attack, please, get rid of the attack. Put HP on him, please. Attack! Attack! Ah, the attack is all over. Get rid of the attack. Nuvolet doesn't need the attack. Crit damage, crit rate. It's HP. Please add more HP. Get some artifacts that are HP. Almost triple crowned. Okay. I'm gonna have to give you a 5 because the HP is too low and the crit rate's too low. He could be a lot better than he is. So I'm actually going to give you a 6. Oh, wait, I'm going to switch it to 6. The final answer is 6 because please get your crit rate up. I know he's technically like more of a damage, I think damage per screenshot. I don't know. He's not really a nuke where you need more crit rate, but you need at least a little bit of crit because there is no crit rate on him. So please get some crit rate, get some HP, and he can be amazing. But overall, your characters were really good. Alright. Alright, the final characters we are looking at. So, let's take a look at this Nuvolet. Alright, alright. Nuvolet has a lot of HP. Good. Oh my gosh, that crit rate. That crit ratio is nice. Again, a little bit more crit rate. I don't think characters should have less than 50 crit rate. Unless their artifact set gives them more crit rate, I feel like it should be at least above 50. But might just be me. And here's the thing, even my characters don't have above 50 crit rate. So I'm being a hypocrite. I'm going to have to show off my build so you can all bully me. So, ER. Okay, pretty good. A lot of HP. Okay, so this is solid. This is really good, actually. So, weapon. I swear this astronomer had the tome, which is strange. But, you know what? This is fire, so it's fine. Let's take a look here. HP. Ooh, okay. This is a great artifact. Good goblet. But I feel like Hydro would probably help more. Is this a full set? I just realized. Why don't you have an off-piece? Why don't you have an off-piece? HP, I think I just looked at, oh no, I didn't look at the sands. This one's really good, okay. This is a great, sand, okay. It should have a bit of more crit damage, but you have a ton of crit damage, so I'm not, yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is beautiful. This is a gorgeous, this is awesome. I forget what it's called. Feather, this is a gorgeous feather. Nice, alright. Ooh, okay. This is a great flower. Again, a bit of HP probably wouldn't kill you. But it's not really, it's more of the game's luck fault. It's not your fault about that. Crit damage. Ooh, okay, this is good. Except I feel like crit rate would probably help a bit more than crit damage. I feel like you need a bit more crit rate. I can't have no crit rate. If you have no crit rate, it gets me, like, ah! You need to have the crit rate. But you know what? This is solid. I don't know why you have a full set and not a, like, I don't know why there isn't a off-piece, but you know what? That's fine. Talents, these are great. Okay, this is good. This is really good, actually. Nice. I feel like they should be a bit higher, but you know what? This is a really good Nuvolet. I'm gonna have to give you, like, an 8 for this one, because it's really good for Nuvolet. Again, though, I'm just a crit rate, like, I'm excessive with crit rate. Actually, I might have to dock you down to 7.5 because of the no off-piece thing. Please add an off-piece. because there's definitely a piece that can like be benefited from that. Like you could probably replace this circlet for an off piece that's a lot better, unless you don't have one. So we're gonna give you a 7.5 for this. I think it's fair because it seems it's a really good novelet. So yeah. So next on the agenda is Farina de Fontaine. A lot of Fontaine characters. A lot of people love Fontaine characters, so it's valid. A lot of HP. All right. Crit ratio is pretty like it's okay for Farina. Farina doesn't really need it too badly, so this is decent. ER very high. Good job. Okay, let's see your weapon. Favonius sword. That's not great on her. The Favonius sword isn't the best option for her. The best FTP option is obnoxious to get though, so I'm not even gonna dock points for that because I'm gonna be completely honest. For my Farina, I just got her. I got her R1 just because I didn't want to fish for the other one. So let's look at these artifacts. Let's move swiftly forward. Um. Ooh. Okay. A lot of crit. No HP, which is a bit suspicious, but you know this isn't bad. Crit damage, main stat. Okay, circlet. I'm pretty sure you need crit, so that's good. A lot of HP. ER. All right, that's solid. A lot of HP. A lot of crit. Okay, this one's pretty good. I don't know about the attack, but you know that's all right. ER. Ooh. Okay, this one's good. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It kind of is. This is like a yes and no for me. Crit rate, yes. A lot of HP, yes. The attack and defense is a bit suspicious, but you know what? That's fine. It's alright. Crit rate, crit damage, HP. This is beautiful. I have zero complaints about this beautiful artifact. We have talents. These should probably be higher. They're not the worst, but I feel like they should be at least a little bit higher. But other than that, there's no complaints. This is a solid Farina. I'll give her... The attack is a bit suspicious, but it's okay. I feel like you can control much of that. She's solid, so I'm going to give her a 7 out of 10. I haven't seen very low ratings. Good job, everybody. So let's take a look at your Arlecchino, which is, I'm pretty sure this is Astronomer's best character. So I'm excited to see it. A lot of attack. Dang, okay. Ooh, that is a good crit ratio. That is a beautiful crit ratio. Alright. Pyro damage. Okay, alright, let's take a look at this. R1, gorgeous. No complaints there. I love her R1. Arlecchino, if you main her, her R1 is a necessity because of drip. That's like the only reason I got it. Because it's pretty. Gladiator, again. Is this her best set? Because two people had Gladiator. This might be her best set. I don't know, though. So, to the other person who had Gladiator, my apologies if this was her best set, because two people had it, so... I could just be wrong. Pyro damage. Crit damage. Ooh, this is a nice artifact. This is gorgeous. I have zero complaints here, other than this defense. Attack, crit. Okay, alright. Again, a lot of defense, but this is just what this game just does that. A lot of crit. Okay, these all have double crit on them, and I love it. Let's see, this... Ooh, okay, crit rate. This one's not that good. Okay, I said ooh, but this one's not the greatest. This one could be... This is rough. This is a rough artifact. Let's see. This one, crit damage, crit rate. Nice! Nice. Okay. Let's take a look, at your talents. Okay, these are perfect. Okay, these are good. Alright. I got from what I needed from that. So, crit ratio is good. Some of those artifacts I feel like should be replaced. And other than that, though, this is a really good Arlecchino. I don't know exactly if Gladiator's her best, because I keep seeing them. But, yeah, I'm gonna give you a... Let's take a look. Let me think. I feel like this Arlecchino, if I'm going based off of the artifacts being Gladiator, I'm gonna have to lower it to a 7. But if Gladiator is her best and I'm just wrong, I'm gonna give you an 8.75. It's almost a 9. It's almost blowing my socks off, but it's not the greatest Arlecchino I've seen. It's still fantastic, though. These are some solid characters you all have. Alright, so I didn't mention this in the beginning of the video, but I keep talking about people's builds and about how awesome their builds are. So I don't seem like a person who thinks she knows what she's talking about. I'm aware I don't, so we're gonna rate my own characters. So let's look at my Veressa. So, oh gosh, my Veressa's not bad. She's decent. She's just not great, because crit rate's really low, but it's okay. I'm about to make fun of myself. This is a good art. This is a good. I'm happy with this R1. And this is. I gave her the plunge set. A lot of people give her the other one, that Mavuika set, but I didn't. So let me take a look. Crit damage. This is a beautiful artifact. I'm not even gonna hide it. I love this artifact with my whole heart. I don't love this artifact with my whole heart. I feel like it could have leveled better, but I still really like it because it leveled into attack. But it didn't level that good. It leveled into everything, so it's not the greatest in the world. This one is pretty good. I'm okay with this artifact. It's a lot of attack, not really a lot of crit. I feel like it could have leveled into crit a bit more, but that's okay. I don't like this artifact. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like this artifact at all. It should have leveled into crit. And this one I actually do really like. I very much enjoy this artifact. I'm happy with it because all of the crit on it. And talents, I feel like I'm good with talents, actually. So if I'm gonna rate my own character, I'm gonna have to give her a... I feel like she's a 7. A solid 7. Like, no, like a 6.75 because her artifacts are she's an She's She's not great. So let's look at my next one. So there were a lot of Farinas, so we're going to take a look at my Farina. This one is bad. This is bad. The crit rate is really low. Really horrendously low. And my weapon is good. My artifacts, though, let's take a look at those. This is bad. This is bad. Nothing's good about this other than the main stat. This didn't level well. Let's ignore it. The HP, being ER scares me. Wait, what did I just say? No. This is good. This leveled well. I actually like how this leveled because it went 2 into ER, but the defense, pretty rough. Pretty rough. The HP, this is not great. I feel like I should have a bit more ER on her. This should be leveled a bit more. It's actually not that bad. We should level it right now. I'm not going to. And wait, did I do this one? This one's good. This is a good artifact. I'm not even... No, I have no complaints. This is a gorgeous artifact. This one, however, is not too great. A lot of crit and a lot of ER. But they went into attack most. My talents are rough, to say the least. Very rough. So, my Farina is like a 4 out of 10. She is not good at all. I have built some good Farinas, and she is not one of them. My Farina isn't one of the good Farinas. So, the final one I'm going to look at, I was rating pretty heavily on Nuvolette, so we're going to look at Nuvolette. This is bad. Any Nuvolette player knows this is bad. This is bad. Okay, so we have the prototype Amber, which is the one I was talking about, which I was told is the best, but I feel like he would do better with the other weapon. So, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a good because everyone told me to use this one. So, we have this one. This is gorgeous. I'm not even going to complain about this. This is one of my favorite artifacts. No crit rate, a bit sad, but you know what? That's alright. A lot of crit damage. A lot of crit damage again. Decent crit rate, I'd say. And attack is a bit sad. I have no HP on these. This one's HP, and this one had a lot of crit damage, so I'm actually happy with this one. The attack is really sad, though. That's a big sad. This is my favorite off piece in the entire world. I always talk about it. Hold on, what is this? Why is it better? No. No, it is not. It is not. Yeah, this is my favorite off piece in the entirety of the world because it has HP on it. It only leveled into HP and crit damage, so I love this artifact and I will forever defend this artifact. And the circlet is really bad. This is really bad, to say the least. It only leveled into HP, which is good. So, pretty rough. Talent wise, this is actually good. I actually like my talents for him. I didn't even realize they were that high. So, for my Nuvelet, seeing this, comparing to all the other Nuvelets I saw today, I'm gonna have to give him a 5 out of 10 because all of those other Nuvelets are absolutely cracked and I'm jealous. But these are just my opinions. I mean, for all I know, these rankings could be awful, and my Nuvelet could be like a 20 out of 10 right here. That is the end of this video. If my rankings weren't good to you, and you didn't like my rankings, and you want to roast me, go ahead, because I have such bad characters, you are allowed to roast me. But thank you for everyone who let me show their characters. Your characters are awesome. There's no shade to any of those people. So everybody, have a good day.